Hello, everybody. Bruce Jones here, and we are live on Facebook. And just make sure everything is working. We're going to be talking about the new book process that you've been watching me do, the how I made $322,650 selling books on Amazon. So let's just make sure I have the broadcast is up. Yep, there it is. It's going. If you have any questions, you can drop them in, and we'll do that. This is sort of a status update and a little bit of a training call, just show you kind of where things are at. If you're interested in picking up or jumping in on the pre-release version of the book, there's a link above or below or left, right, or somewhere here. You'll see it up there, and there's no book in there yet. There is a sort of free PDF, but it gets you in at the special price, which will be going up as I get more stuff done and we get things going and doing more training. So, welcome. And let's just hide this for the moment. So what I'm going to do in this broadcast is just talk about sort of what I've been doing with the book. I've been writing like crazy. Book started as a challenge from one of my favorite sites, gumroad.com. So that is a challenge, a 14-day challenge, and I said, okay, I'm going to see if I can resurrect this project that's been sitting here for a while and get it done. And I bit off a little bit more than I can chew, but I'm very pleased with where things are going. And I think the toughest part of the writing is done, and now I'm on the latter half. So I'll show you that kind of stuff. So, all right, so let's get this out of the way. Whoops. So what I've been doing is working my way through. You can see I have all this stuff, and I have stuff I've finished right here. So I'm just kind of walking my way through, and I've broken the book down into 4 different sections. I think I showed you this. We had this big write-on whiteboard board that sits down here beside me, and I keep looking at it. But it's broken down in using your book's content, which is my main theory on how I market my books and get them out there. I use my book's own content to market my books, and now I'm working on the make noise stuff, making noise out there. So I can read right off my chart here, off my write-on whiteboard board. Then cross promote, all different kinds of cross promoting ideas, and then making it easy to buy. That's one of the things that I see a lot of people do is they do a lot of the marketing, but they don't make the book easy to buy, and so that's a key thing. So, and then I've been working on cover ideas and things. And you can see that. I think I'm going to end up probably staying with this title. We've had over 20 people have jumped in already, so it seems to work. And I'm never one. I don't really like once you have something working, it's hard to change something that's working. So, anyways, you can see just kind of doing different things. So that's just sort of trying to do cover ideas. This is where it is. It's in the design working process at the moment. So, all right. So let me kind of just go through. Let me go to right here, and I'm just going to show you where we are with the book. So this is just a Word file. It's going to be moved over to InDesign at some point shortly, once I finish all this round of editing, and then that's where it's going to be laid out. It'll be an 8x10 book. I like that size, and so that'll be doing. So at the moment, it's the big question, how do I get my book to sell on Amazon? That's a question I get all the time. This is my first book, my very, very first book. Back in 1979, I did this book, and it was a fun children's book to do that got turned into a play. And so that was kind of cool, and a musical in Pennsylvania. So not that I made any money from it, but it was cool to have it happen, and it was a fun project to do. It was my first project. How do you use this book? So I've set the book up so that it kind of leads you through some of the steps, my basic concept about book marketing, and then which is using your content to sell your book. You're going to see me do that. I'm going to do a demonstration here just shortly, and then how to make noise around that book, how to spread that noise, and then make it easier to buy. And then I'm also going to talk about repurposing content, which is some of my 2 best-selling books are based on repurposing existing content I had into a different format. And I highly recommend you do that. if your book lends itself to do that. What are the real numbers, how my numbers work down and where they came from? Like this is the Kindle stuff. And I just saw yesterday, which is super cool. Everybody has, if you are published on Amazon, you have an Author Central account. They have redesigned the Author Central account on Amazon. I'm going to be able to put that in the book here. So it's kind of cool that it's just been changed. The last time I wrote a publishing book, the world changed up 2 days before I was to publish it. So hopefully this time I've caught that change in time. Anyway, so that's kind of cool. And I'll be putting that in here. Here's my numbers. Here's the big numbers, the spreadsheet. I had pulled all the historical data from KDP down, which is how I figured out how much money I had actually made. About my own writing, sort of my own little journey, and then prep work before you publish. That's what I've been sort of working on over the last few days, is things that you can do to sort of get yourself ready and make a better job. So that's all of that. That's there. More prep, right? Make a media kit. I always try to have a media kit when I launch a book so that you can just grab things and post and put them up, and you don't have to try to scramble around trying to, where's that link? Where's a cover? Where's this? Whatever it is. You want to have that done just in a folder, sits on your computer somewhere. This is, author blog. I talk about that. I think everybody has to have a home online of some kind. Facebook and Twitter are not a home. So we want to do that. This could be a simple blog, like a blogger blog. I use them. And then this is what I've been using your book's content. So that's what I've been doing now. This is how I will have a couple examples of this. So a bunch of case studies of what I do, how I set it up. And then you can sort of see how I've been marketing my books. Here's the basic concept here. Book, break it all out into a blog. You're going to see me do that just in a minute. And then everything gets tied up to Amazon. So for buying, or wherever it is you're going to buy. It may not be Amazon, but somewhere. And the power of doing some of this is the power of Google search. These are, if you Google search some of my images or just the topics around my book in Google Images, you will find all of these pop up. So that's something, how I sort of code graphics that I put out there. So these are all things that I have done. I spend a lot of time looking at my statistics. I think it's really important to know what your book is doing, and you can tell a lot about your book. And this methodology that I use, what's happening, what's going on, just a little. If you're not familiar with Google Analytics, we're going to do a lesson on it, but it's here in the book. And this is just screenshots from one of my book selling websites and how I can tell what is going on with that book. So that's cool stuff. This is where I'm writing right now, make noise. So I'm putting this together. How do you get your noise going? I have a lot of tips. I had 3 lists of tips, and I couldn't tell the difference between all of them because they're like crisscross. And so I'm trying to put them all together and have them make sense. So that's what you do there. And then spreading the noise using social media. I'll be talking about this chart and this chart. So these are my 2 charts. This is my wagon wheel charts, I call them. And this is where I direct traffic from the outside world into my web home, wherever that is, blog, website, and then off to Amazon, or I direct my social media and stuff from them to Amazon. So I go both ways, depending on what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, and where I'm trying to direct people. So I might have to update this a little bit. I think that image is no longer there, but that's what I'm doing. Cross promoting, using your book as a lead magnet. So just showing marketing, making your book easier to buy. This is super important. Putting buy buttons on your website to help people buy stuff. Let them know you can buy this here. So however you do it. My 5 key pages on Amazon. So it makes Amazon work, and talk a little bit about the Amazon sales page, what you can be aware of and what's there. Just stuff that's there. They have a lot there that you can use. And then publishing lessons. So that's the publishing lessons. And then repurposing, how to take existing content. So it's a big project. It's a big book. And just a big thank you to everybody who's sort of joined in already. And I'll be trying to do some special stuff for everybody who joins in. And then the price will go up as I get more stuff done. So there's also a checklist in here, which I haven't figured out exactly where to put that yet. And that's it. So let's swing up back through this. So that's all of my stuff. So, all right. So what I want to do, that's the book. That's where I'm writing. So it's coming along, and I'd say I'm through the harder part, this first part, with my basic concepts. I think I'm through that. You can see, stuff like that. And let's see, did that show up? Let's just show this. So yeah, you can see scribbles and marks, and I'm moving things around and doing all the editing stuff that we do with all our books. So now what I thought I would do is just show you my basic concept is to take your content and spread it out online and do it. I'm doing two things at the same time here, getting my screen ready, application window. Spread it out online with clear links to purchase it or get to Amazon or to get wherever it is that you are going to go. So that's my basic philosophy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I'm already doing. This is sort of the pre-sale. So what you're noticing, what I'm doing now, today, I've been posting, is sort of building some buzz around my book. So this is the book or the program, trying to get people excited about it, interested in it, get some pre-sales. That's a cool thing. I've done that. I think we have 21 pre-sales. And let's just take a look. We can go take a look at that. And let's see here. Here's my products page. Let's go to products. Oops. Let's make this up here, like so. Come on. Add to stream. There we go. 22. So we have 22. Here are my products right here, and there's 22 pre-orders. So thank you very much for everybody who's done that, and hopefully more will come in because this is gonna be kind of cool. I've been wanting to write this book for a long time. And it's been in different versions, in different parts, in different ways for a long time. And now I'm getting to pull this all together. So let's go in. What I'm going to do is I am going to show you the process of just doing a post. So I talk a lot about that your book should have, you should have a book blog or a book website someplace online. So let's just make a comment. I want to make a thing here that says, create a banner. We'll call this posting your book content. How to. Oh, let's do this. Dyslexia shows up. So how to post your book content. So let's save this and let's do this. That's what this section is going to be on, how to post your book content at 13 minutes and 5 seconds. All right, let's go over to my blog. So I have a couple different blogs. I have, in fact, let me get the other one up here. Bruce. I have two blogs. I have Bruce the Book Guy, and this is my general publishing book blog. And you'll see there's lots of posts here. This is a Google Blogger blog. And you'll also see that I have some ads for my own content down the side of the blog. So anybody who comes to this, reads one of these posts, let's just go to this post for a moment, you'll see that there are, if they're interested, they can either, a little cell line at the bottom, or right here, staring you in the face, is an ad for the book. And you can click on this ad, and you go right to the book, and you can then jump in on the pre-release offer. So let's go back to my other website. So that's my Bruce the Book Guy, and I've had this for a long time. And then I also had another one that went with my design company, and I sort of, when I had that, and I reshuffled this around, and this has a lot of my products on it, and I'm using it a lot for this launch and to put things out. It just has, it's a little more power. So the Google one, this one, Google Blogger blog, is a free one from Google. You can have as many of them as you want. It has some, it's limited, but it has plenty of stuff. And I'll talk more about this at a future date on your author blog. It works fine for that. And I've used them many, many times. But I also have a WordPress blog called Bruce Jones Design. And it's just a regular blog, but it also has a lot of my other things in it. And I can set up pages such as this, where I have lots of my different products and pages and just have a little more power to it. I pay someone to help me with this a little bit, but I do most of the work on it myself. I have all of my different sort of products and things here and all my different books. There's my publishing books, and here are my geography books, and these are all linked to Amazon. So this sits out there. Google hopefully brings some traffic to here. People see something, maybe they go off and buy it. So let's go back to the front. So what I'm going to just do is I'm going to take some of the text from the book, and I'm going to just make a post so you can watch me do that. So let's take off that, so I don't need that anymore. And this is a post I did this morning, My Dinosaurs Dance. So I'm going to go into the back end of my blog. So this is a WordPress blog. I'm going to go to the dashboard. This is all pretty easy to do, but this is part of the process. And then I'm going to show you how I spread it around, what I do with it. And I'm going to go to posts. I'm going to make a new post. Let's just make sure this is showing up. If you have a question, just put it in the question area. So let's come back over here to post. Yep, there it is, new post. This is just a brand new post, and I'm just going to go grab some text from my my book. So I'm just going over to the Word file I just showed you a minute ago. I'm going to go down to page. Normally you want to kind of keep track of this, but I wanted to find just a basic copy that would work well. So I'm going to do this. Oh, thank you. Somebody just bought. You heard that little thing there. So fantastic. I don't know if anybody's where that's coming from, but that's pretty cool. You heard that little ching sound. That's the Gumroad app. So let's just grab this. I'm going to do this post. So you're going to watch me do build your author blog. And I have too many windows open, but let's just do this. Building your author blog. Okay. And then I'm going to grab some text. So let's just grab some text here. I'm just going to grab just a piece of it. Somewhere, you don't have to do whole chapters. I'm just doing a piece of it. And I will be explaining that when I talk about Google Analytics of why I only take little pieces. But I'm just going to grab a little piece of this text. And actually, let's stop this screen share. And I'm going to do screen share just so you can see where I'm getting this. I'm going to do my entire screen. Share. Okay, and let's move this out of the way. And we don't need this. Then we'll come back to make it a little more specific. And here's my Word doc. I'm just going to grab this text right here, just copy it, right? And I usually, for a blog, I always put my text into my text editor. So if you'll notice down at the bottom, everybody, you're a Mac or PC, you have a text editor. And it's just a very, very simple word processing application. But I put my text into here because sometimes text that comes from Word has a lot of junk in it, and it can kind of mess up the Word post, the blog post, and you can't figure out what's going on. So I always put it in my text editor. I always make sure I make it, I turn it into just raw text. You can see it's just raw text. And then I copy this text and put that into my blog. I do that whether it's on a Google Blogger or anyway. I just try to have my text that comes in to be as clean as I possibly can. So let's put this text in here and just going to paste it in just like that. All right. So pretty simple. Now I have, in fact, what I'm going to do is just take this, so this isn't so busy. I'm going to make it just be this window application. You post this one. Okay, so now we'll look at that. And you'll notice if you can see them here, there's some yellow in here. So I have Grammarly and I have a ProWriter app on here that helps me with my grammar. And you'll notice it's flagged a bunch of things, and I should go through here and edit. This is a great moment. One of the things I like about doing this is it gives you another opportunity in a different mode to look at your copy and fix it, do something different with it, to edit it. If you have an existing book that's been published for a while and you do this technique, I usually say this is your opportunity to be writing the second edition of your book because you're coming at it a little later. So I'm not going to do too much here other than just sort of say your author plan are all the ways to start writing. You write it. So we'll come back and sort of fix this later. I don't need to sit here and have you watch me edit, slowly grind through all the editing. But this is just the text. And there was a, this was a little bold headline. So I'm just going to rebold that. And usually what I'll do is I'll just spaces back in. I'm basically just copying it verbatim from the document to here. I don't need to rewrite it. Over here in categories, I'm going to give it blogging. So that's where it'll go to the blog, on my blog. That's how it gets logged to there. I'm going to hit publishing, actually self-publishing, and I'm going to do marketing because this is all about setting up your author platform. So I have building your author platform. This is just an excerpt from the book. What I have also done is put together it's in the book. I've given you some swipe files, just a few simple ones of some text. And I'll show you in a second here. Some text. Put this in here. Click this. Copy this. Some text at the bottom because I want to have. You're going to see. You need to be able to send people to do something to buy your thing. So that's the purpose of this. Is you're trying to have used the power of Google to attract people to come to your blog, see something they like, answer their problems, and maybe go and pick up your book. So I've just put down here at the bottom, I've put a little excerpt that says, excerpt from How I Made $322,650 Selling Books on Amazon by J. Bruce Jones. J. Bruce Jones, the author of, and I'm just going to bold this section, author of, and creator of over 50 books. Bruce teaches self-publishing authors how to publish their books. To learn more about Bruce's latest project, and I'm just going to select this text right here. I'm going to make it bold, and I have a little web link. Let me go grab my web link. I just sort of set that up as a little swipe file in my document or somewhere I can get it, and I'm just going to do the link. I'm going to add my web link, and you'll see what happens when this gets done. Have it open a new tab. So now if somebody clicks on this link at the bottom of my screen, it goes to the book. So they go, hey, this is kind of cool. And so by posting a lot, you have a lot of opportunities to, these are like little signposts out on the web going, hey, you know, come see my stuff, come see my stuff. So let's see if we have, oh, there's Margot. Hi, Margot. That was you. Fantastic. I love Margot. Margot and I have been friends for a long time. Great. Love it. Thank you, Margot. So here we are. I've just done a simple post. I'm not going to go through the editing. I'll come back and I'll edit all of this. But you can just see I'm using Grammarly or I'm using ProWriter also. It's a Google extension. You notice it automatically goes through and kind of picks things up. And if we start releasing, see, it just tells you what it should be if we release our ideas. So I'm just going to click that. See, it replaced it. If we build, I use the word start a lot. Your authors is, keep present tense, so I'm not going to go through all that. Add some tags. So I'm just going to do here author blog, self-publishing. Here, self-publishing. Just put in some things, and I think we'll do Amazon. Whoops. So this is just tags. So we have categories and tags. This is an author blog, Amazon author page. I'm going to hit the add button. Those will pop up in a moment. I'll show you where those are. Now, what I try to do on every blog post, if you'll notice, if I come back over here, let's go, you'll see there's a picture. You want some kind of picture, something to add some life to your blog, to your posts. Some of these are pictures that are from what I'm doing, designing this book, and other ones are just general pictures. So I'm just going to get a general picture to put on this post. And I'm going to use Pixabay because they're royalty free. There's zillions of them, 1.8 million, and you can use these in your posts. So I'm just going to write the word platform. I don't angst too much about trying to find the perfect picture. I just need something that looks decent. So I'm just going to use platform. It'll search, and up comes all these cool pictures. This is a free site. I don't know how photographers make money these days, but you know, there's just lots of stuff in here. So again, I'm not going to angst over this too much. I'm just going to The ones up at the top are Shutterstock. Those ones are pay. Everything below is free. So let's just say how to build your author platform. I like these Subway ones. They're kind of platform or author blog. Is it author blog or author platform? Let me just make sure. Let me make sure I have the right what I was typing here. Platform. Platform. All right. So let's just pick one. I'm going to pick. Where was the one? Something nice and busy. This one. I'm just going to pick this. So I'm going to click on it. And it's free to download. Sometimes you have to sign in. I usually just pick the middle one, download, hit download. It's downloading right now. There it goes. It's downloaded. I'll come back to my blog. And I'm just going to put it right here. So I'm going to add media, upload the files. This is just the behind the scenes of any WordPress blog. They're all basically, I have a skin on top of mine, but it's basically every WordPress blog basically works the same. So I'm going to go to download. I'm on my Mac. There's the picture. And it's coming up. So now I'm going to just do build your author blog, build your author platform. Okay. And you just put a little description. This is part of the key of putting in good descriptions. I'm doing this quickly, but putting build your author platform to increase your exposure. This is part of the search process. You want to have good, good alt text and descriptions of everything, every graphic, picture, anything on your site. This helps the search engine find it and get it. So we're going to insert this into the post. There it is. Cool. Now, I also can get that little picture that you see right here, that little picture right there. I just come down here where it's featured image. It's a little technical, but this is stuff you do have to know, do have to learn. I'm going to click on that, and that's basically it. I have some tags, I have some categories. I'm going to publish it, just that quick. So it's going to, let's see, publish, and let's go to preview, and let's see how it looks. There we go. Beautiful. All right. We have a picture, build your author blog. We have the post. I'm going to come back and edit that later. Down at the bottom here, I have my little cell line right here, excerpt from. And if I click on this link right here, it goes to the product. Isn't that cool? That is how you want it to be. All right. So now you've made a post. You have it up. And I just want to make sure. Oh, we have questions. Let's go. Hold on. Let's get my questions here. It's me. Good. Thank you for coming by. How are you? Let's see here. What is that? How did you find the text editor to clean up? Okay. If you're on a Mac, it's right down here at the bottom. It's one of the tools that you have. It's called Text Edit. And every Mac has it. It's just installed on the bottom. If you have a PC, I believe it's called Notes. Every PC has it. Every Mac has it. And you just click on it, and it brings it up, and you can do it. Let me just throw some. Let me just bring a new one here. Let's quit it. I just want to show you something that happens out of it. I don't know if this does it on the PC, but I'm just going to get rid of that. So let's just do, I'm going to quit this so you can see how it comes up. So quit text editor. Great question. Great question. Because this, I think, is a key thing on putting up clean copy on your blog. Because sometimes blogs pick up the stuff that's in Word and it just makes a mess. I'm just going to click on text editor. And I'm just going to do, oh, it comes up. There it is. You can see it right here. Maybe is it coming up? I don't know if it's coming up. Maybe not. But anyways, it shows up, and you just say new document. I guess it's not showing up. Anyways, you'll see it. It's in the down at the bottom of your screen. Right, let's do this so we can do this correctly. I want people to see this because this is important. Let's go back to screen share, and I'm going to do application. We're going to do entire screen. Okay. Whoa, look at that. Okay, so here's my screen. Let's make sure this is working. I believe we are going, let's see here. Okay, hopefully it's working. Let's hide that. And I just want to get this to be correct here. Let's just remove this. Let's go to here. I just want to get this because this is important. This is something that your entire screen, there we go. Got it. Okay. So if you notice on the screen right here, here's my screen. Here's the window we're working on. Down at the bottom, right down, look down, you'll see right down here where my cursor is going back and forth are all the applications. This is the Mac screen, and this is the text editor right here. So on the PC, it's notes. It's somewhere on your screen somewhere, or somewhere in your computer. You click on text editor, up comes this window, all right? And I just usually do new document, and there it is. And let's just grab this text right here, just so I have something, or I'll actually grab it from my Word file. Just grab some text. I'm just going to paste it into my text editor. You'll notice it's like, it just looks like that. It's bold, but there's a feature called Format Make Plain Text. And you do that, and now it's just raw text. And any kind of formatting or anything that was in there is gone. That's the text you put into your document. So that'll keep things clean and working fine. All right. Thanks. That great question. Great question. All right. Let's go back and do screen share. Screen share application. Here we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do is we're just going to talk about, move that over there. I'll make this so I can see. Any questions? Great question. Really love it. So this is my screen, and this is my post. There's a couple things to look at here. Up here were categories, blogging, marketing. So anybody that's looking for more information about that might be similar, they can click these. These are tags. They just sort of help focus things and help people find stuff. You'll notice what I've done is I've added in a copy of the book on the page, just like we did over on my Google blog. It's right here. It's also right here on the blog. And now what I want to do is I'm going to share this. So one of the things I teach is do something once and get with a lot of effort, and then spread it around and repurpose it using the tools that you have. So if I come down to my blog post, and almost every blog is going to have this nowadays, in fact, this is everywhere, you'll see the share buttons along the bottom right here. So I did all the work of posting, but I want to spread this to all of my other platforms. So we'll just start to work our way through it. So the first one would be Pinterest. So Pinterest is just a posting site for pictures, but also you can do videos, text, all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to create a new board for my book. These are boards, and you just sort of plunk it on there and move on. So I'm going to make a board called, let's just see here, name, How I Made Selling Books on Amazon. Add dates, it's not secret, search by mail, create. So now what I'm going to do is every post that I make about this, I am going to put those posts into it, or any graphics into it. This is going to be its central sort of hub on Pinterest. That's now been saved on Pinterest. Pinterest gets tremendous amounts of traffic. It's a great place to be. Facebook. So let's just go post this on Facebook. So what I'm doing is I'm just spreading one effort many times. And I'm going to put it into the group, the How to Publish group. And up should pop. I don't know why that's there. Just do how to publish your book. I'm going to put it there and say, setting up your author platform. That's right, doing this kind of quick. Setting up your platform is the key to great sales. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is doing that. Well, there's another way that I can do this. I know why. I think I know why. Because this is a preview. So let's just do this. Let's go back to the blog. I want that post to show up. Oh, let's come back here. Let's come back here. Make sure this is published. Okay, there we go. It wasn't quite published correctly. Now I can come back here. There's so many steps and you're trying to keep them. There it is. There's my post. So let's go to the post. This is the key thing. You can post the wrong thing. Let's go to my post. Here we go. Let's go back to Facebook. Now it should show. There it is. See the post? Building your author blog. Actually, it's about my author platform. Hold on. Hold on. We make mistakes all the time. That's why we building your author platform. Update. Okay. Let's go back to here. Let's refresh. There it is. Now we're correct. Check, 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 check things and check it twice. All right. Now we'll go to Facebook. Perfect. All right. We're just going to keep going here. All right. How to publish your book. Creating your author platform is the key to publishing. All right, and we're going to post this to Facebook in the group. Right, so we've now spread something from the blog to Facebook. We have Twitter right here. Let's go to Twitter. So you just have to preset these accounts up. Most of them already have these accounts. There we go, Twitter. And Twitter allows you to have more characters now, but you notice you just kind of go, the best time to do this is the time when you do your post. Building your, locked in there with that name. What I'm gonna do, let's just go fix this right here, edit. It's picking up that list right there. Okay. You get very good at sort of untangling things. Come back over here, refresh this. Author platform, let's go to Twitter. It picks up, that's called a slug. It picks that little slug up. Look at that, it's now been fixed. Creating your author platform is critical to publishing. Change my spelling. Success. So there's the link. That link, if somebody's on Twitter, will come back. Now, I also like to do on Twitter is photos are key. You have the option to put that same photo that you used on the blog post right here into the Twitter post, just to get a little more attention, make it look a little better. Look at that. Now I have, there it is. And we're going to tweet that out. And that is great. So if I went to Twitter, let's see, here's my post right there. Here are the other ones I put up. Okay, there's more down here. So this is just spreading itself out to the world. All right, let's go to the next one, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is very, very popular for business people. Anybody's in the business world. So I'm just spreading what I'm doing. I want to share this post. So building your author platform is critical to publishing your book. If you can make them a little different, that sort of helps. They're not all exactly the same. Building your author platform is critical to publishing your book. Spread the content around. You can also add some hashtags to help get more traffic or people looking on things. So that's just going to be a hashtag, and I'm going to do self-publishing. See, stuff sort of shows up here. Self-publishing. I'm going to do a book platform. Okay, I'm going to do author platform. work, these might not work. Book. Once you have a few in here, you'll notice down here, they start putting up other ones. Ratings, social media, you can just sort of click any of these. Authors, content marketing, and just put a bunch in. So there it is, now on LinkedIn. Hit that post. So now in the space of, I don't know how long, I don't know quite how we're doing this, but we did a post. We kind of messed it up a little bit and we fixed it. We added, gave it a way for people to join in on the product. So Google will look here. We've gone through all of our social media buttons and spread this out to all these different places. You can do this as much as you want and spread things all over the place. So, so that was sort of that. So there we go. All right. So that's basically what I do with each post. You're going to kind of work your way through your book. You're going to break it apart. You're going to push it out there. And each one of these puts little signposts out to the world that you have content. There's a lot more that goes on in this. And when we get to the Google Stats things and the Google Analytics, I'll show you how you can sort of figure out what's happening with your book, what people like in your book. It's one of the hardest things about a book is what part of the book that people really resonate with people. What's the part that they want to know? What's the information they want to know? And using these tools, we can go through and kind of figure that out if you posted your book out in a strategic manner. So, all right, I hope that's helpful. I'm continuing to write. Join on in, and we'll be doing some stuff once we have enough people, and there's more stuff coming up. But I'm not that far away from getting all this stuff. I'm into the tips area. I have lots of the content marketing stuff is my big thing, but I have a lot of other tips and things to do to help and support that that are super easy to do. So, oh, you have another comment? This is very helpful. Great. I hope that made sense. It's I know I jumped around a little bit, but I just sort of winging it. That's sort of how you do it. And but anyways, it'll be all in the book. Everything will be in the book, and I'll be cleaner and quieter training to go along with that. So, all right. Great to see you. Let's see. This is who. Yep. Thanks, Margot. Thank you, Margot. And we will see everybody next time in another video. All right. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Oh, remember, you can pick it up. Link above, below, anywhere. That's part of marketing your book. You got to tell people where to go and how to get it and what to do. So go get that. All right. Bye-bye.